Hello, welcome to the Rich and Simple Living. My name's Maria, and if you're new here, I vlog home life things, cooking, shopping, days out, anything really that's to do with the home. Before we start, I'll say to everybody, happy St. George's Day, and Lisa's done me another little, well, it's not a badge, is it? I don't know what you say, a rose. So she's crocheted it. Don't know if I can come close enough for you to see. Bring you down a little bit, there you go, might be able to see that. It's really good. I love how she's done all the petals and everything. But she says to me, Mum, it has to go at an angle, but it won't stay at an angle on me, it keeps falling down, so just sort of goes downwards. But I don't know, I don't really know how the rose is meant to go. But yeah, so that's been raised, and I think it's really good. I love it, it's got glitter in as well. It's got a lot of wool with glitter in, and I really like that. So anyway, because it's St. George's Day, we're going to do something quite English, and what better than scones? Not just any old scone, but a nice scone that has cream and jam in. I've been waiting for this one. Although I think so far, out of all the ones I've done, I did like the raspberry and white chocolate chip, and absolutely loved the lemon one, especially when I cut it and I put butter and lemon curd in the middle. That one was lovely. I definitely made more of them. But this, I always love this. It reminds me of cream teas whenever I used to go down to Cornwall or Devon, and I used to have cream teas. And I think even in Wales, it was Rossley Bay, I think, Rossley Bay. We used to go there, and I got cream tea there. There was a little cafe that overlooked the cliff down to the beach. I don't know if anybody's been there, but it's sort of on the cliff, and you go down all these steps down to the sands. And there was a little tea shop there, and they did lovely afternoon teas. It was beautiful, and I always had a scone with the jam and cream. Gorgeous. So that's what I'm going to try and replicate. Whether it'll turn out like that, I don't know. So I'll bring you down, and we're going to do the basic mix. So I've got everything ready. I've got 8 ounces of self-raising flour, and into that I have got 2 ounces of margarine. So we're going to rub them together to create some fine breadcrumbs. So we'll do that. I've just washed my hands before I begin, which I always do, but I've just changed my hand wash, and it smells beautiful. It's called marshmallow something, but it smells beautiful. In fact, you might have seen me pick it up yesterday. And oh, it's gorgeous. It smells of vanilla. And I keep thinking, oh, who's got vanilla on? Because it's so strong, it's like somebody's got a spray or a perfume on. And I keep thinking, who's got the vanilla on? And then I realise it's my hand wash. It smells really nice. But vanilla is one of my favourite smells, as well as taste in cake and things like that. But yeah, I am looking forward to trying these scones. I remember a couple of years ago, my son bought me for Mother's Day, it was like a little gift basket, and it had got scones in, and it had got some of the Rodder's cream and little jars of jam and things like that, and that was lovely. Probably the last time I ate them like that, actually, so it has been a couple of years. Right, I think this is in nice now. So I'm going to put in 1 ounce of sugar. Just mix that in with it. And I forgot to bring my spatula. I just have to grab my spatula, I think. Right, I'll just grab my spatula so I can mix the egg in and any liquid that we might have to mix in. Thing is, I haven't glued the end of my spatula. It still comes off. Where is it? I have to hold on tight to it. Let's see if I could get a bit of glue in it, because look, it comes off really easily, but if I just hold it like that, it'll do the job. So I'm going to mix 1 egg in, 1 beaten egg, and mix that in. Do you know, I must remember to turn this way. I keep forgetting. Don't need to be facing that way. So we might need a bit of milk in with this today. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. I think it depends sort of what we're putting in it. But this I think needs a drop of milk, so I've left my milk out on the side. Such a great big carton. You can imagine the disaster I'm going to have with this. We'll try and do it slowly, so we don't want it too runny. I'll just leave that like that. It's when I start saying, oh, just a bit more, and then it all goes wrong. I need to add more flour then. It's starting to stick anyway. Put a little bit more and then we'll probably get to the stage where we can knead it. It's not far off. Oops. Might not need any more milk. Let's see how it goes. It's quite pliable. I don't think we will need any milk. If we do, it's only going to be a touch. So it's all forming together nicely. I think today I'll probably have to make 2 batches of these, but I'll only film myself making the one, but I've got a feeling I'll probably have to make another batch afterwards. And the beauty about these is because they're going to be plain ones, nothing in them until I actually fill it with cream and jam, because they're going to come out plain. People who don't like fillings or just, you know, like slice them off, just put a bit of butter in, they're ideal for that. And then, you know, put in what you want. Or just eat them plain, like Sean likes them plain. Oh, I didn't need no more milk. That's fine as it is. Just make sure to screw the lid on the milk. I know what I'm like. I'll knock it over with my elbow or something. Terrible. Proper accident prone sometimes. So there we go. I've got that ready. So what I'm going to do now is go and get the air fryer out, because as you know, I don't have a lot of room for all of it in one go. So I'm going to clear away my mess, and I'm going to get the air fryer out, and we're going to pop them into the air fryer. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so I've just warmed my pan up a bit. Bring you down, and you can see I'm going to pop one of my grease-proof papers at the bottom of it, place things on. Can you see okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm not rolling it, I'm going to pat it out. I'm sure my dough balls get smaller and smaller. This is why I'll probably have to make another lot afterwards. Right, that'll be enough, because if I do it any flatter, I'm not going to be able to cut it in half. And I definitely need to cut it in half. So I'm going to put them in there. Just hope they do rise, or I will have to join 2 together if they don't. Because whatever happens, I'm going to get my cream and jam in. Whether it rises or not, I'll find a way.
Yeah, find a way. All right.
I will find a way. You're right there, Dean. I've been looking forward to me jam and cream. Dean doesn't like, well, he doesn't like jam. He's not a big fan of cream either. So he'd probably have one that's just plain. See if we get a couple out of that. I don't know. We just, no. Don't know if just get one out of this shape, this one. That might be the one I'll have to test for the jam and cream, because it's a bit pudgier. Whoop, I don't wreck it. So I've got 369 out of that. So if you can see in there, I managed to get 9 out of it. So I'm going to put them in into the air fryer. You can see that all right, can't you? Right, we're going to switch it on. We're going to go air fry. We're going to go at 180. And we're going to go for 8 minutes. we get there. So we've got air fry, 180, 8 minutes, and away we go, and we'll see what they're like in 8 minutes time. So it's just beeped. We're going to take them out and have a look. I'll bring you down first and we'll see what they've done. They look good. There we go, look. They're looking all right. What I have forgotten to do though is get a plate out to put them on, see if I can reach one without knocking you all over. Because I'm on a wide mic, sometimes I forget and I stretch and I end up knocking everything over. There we go. Managed it. So, they've cooked nice underneath. Take them out. I think I could cut these and get cream on them. After all, I don't want them too thick because time you've got cream and jam on them, I won't fit them in my mouth. That is quite a big one actually. Perhaps we'll leave that as a plain one. We just put this back in here and I'll show you. Cool down, well, say cool down. I'm going to put another batch in, but obviously I don't need to show you that because we're doing this batch. So there we go. That one's quite a nice size one, so we'll probably use that one to cut, and we'll get the cream out and the jam, and we're going to say I should have watched it on the side ready, but I'm just rushing around here, rushing around there, so I forgot it. So I'll go and fetch that and I'll be back. Okay, we'll see now what happens. So there it is. Me Rodder's classic Cornish clotted cream. Do you know, I'll tell you something actually. I'm not going to be able to eat many more of these, and I'll tell you something. In between filming this, I've been expecting a call from a doctor because I've been having a 3-monthly blood test because my sugars go up, they go down, not tremendously, but they just go into the pre-diabetic line. So they've been kept an eye on and just told to watch what I eat and everything. So I've been doing all right with it, but my last lot of blood tests showed my sugar had come right down, but my cholesterol levels had gone up. First time ever they've gone up. Now they're not in the dangerous levels that they need to prescribe a statin, they said, because that's something like 10 point and mine was only 6 points. So, but it's something that they said, you know, I need to keep an eye on and everything. So between the two of them, I've got to sort of balance the diet out, work the diet out right, which means really not having too many treats like this, because I've found myself just recently eating quite a lot of them because I'm taste testing so many. And I don't know whether that's affected my readings or whatnot. Plus, it's been Christmas, I've had chocolate, it's been Easter, I've had chocolate, it's been birthday, I've had chocolate. Although the birthday ones wouldn't have come in on that. And I did tell her this, and she said, well, it doesn't matter about the occasional treats. As long as you're careful what you're doing, have an occasional treat. But certainly don't overdo it, she said. If it's once a year, that won't affect you because your levels aren't such that you need to worry as I'm having, you know, the odd treat. But however, I've got to watch what I eat. So she was quite good actually, because she told me about carbs. Now a lot of doctors don't tell you about carbs. They don't tell you about all these carbohydrates that turn to sugars. They just like to give you these tablets. But she was really good. Never seen before, never heard of her before. She's obviously somebody new, and she went into everything, and she was ever so good and informative. And she just said about that, she said, you know, anything with carbs, breads, well, white breads and pastas or breads, full stop. You know, she was very sort of cut it all out and watch what vegetables and fruit I ate, because they all contain carbs. Not everything, you know, has carbs that, well, say good for you, but you know, some can take you well over the level, and a lot of people eat them and don't realise that they're doing it. You could be following this 5-a-day thing, and you could be just totally taking in sugar from all these carbs, because you could be eating things that aren't very good. And she was quite informative, and that is good for a doctor, because normally the doctors don't tell you that. They just try and pass you on to a dietitian because they know about that sort of thing, not them. But she knew all this stuff, and she was really, really good, and she was new, and I'm hoping that I get her again at some point. But she said I don't need to go in 3 months' time now. She says I can go to yearly, so she's sort of going to go to my birthdays yearly. And I thought, oh no, not my birthday, because it's just past Christmas and Easter time. So it means no chocolate. But yeah, we'll see if we can get it right back down even more, that to keep it in a really healthy level. So this will be a one-off treat. We're not going to have many more treats, and I probably will leave my taste testing then to somebody else, unless I've not eaten anything like it for a good while and the one isn't going to hurt. But you don't want to get into a habit of everything, saying everything, oh, that won't hurt, you know, because that's where you go off track. So I've always been a big believer anyway in this old-fashioned way of eating, you know, like old school dinners and that. But if I can get rid of all the puddings and that, but like dinners, I've always, I mean, like now they talk about having your 5 fruit and vegetables a day, and they were even on about 7 a day. But you know, when I was a child, it was always like meat and 2 veg, and it was always meat and 2 veg, and everything always contained cabbage. A green, eat your greens. It seems that the greens, like your beans and your cabbages, are far better than eating all your coloured ones that are packed with sugar, like carrots and sweet corn. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, there's something in all of this, and I'm going to go away and study this. But yeah, meat and 2 veg and eat your greens. But not today, because I'm going to have some clotted cream. So let's get on with that. So I've got the clotted cream, I've got my jar of jam, and let's bring it down so you can see what I'm doing. I can see a jogger going up the street. Maybe I should take up jogging. Walking's good for you, actually. So let's get a plate. It's a nice thick one. Let's see if I can cut it without it breaking, because obviously I want it to come out right for spreading. Yeah, that's not too bad. So it's nice and soft, still warm in the middle, but not too hot, and it's nice and soft. Can you focus on that? Or I'm not sure if the focus is good or if it's my glasses. So some people like a bit of butter on them, but I certainly won't put butter on them when I'm putting jam and cream. Oh, look at this. Just look. Oh. Let's see if I can get it on. Trouble is, it's sticking to my knife. Not as good as in the shop, because they've probably got a knack of doing it, and it sticks to me. We'll just do it like that. Like I say, we won't worry about presentation. Everything I do is an experiment anyway. I think I should have an apron that says the experimenter. Right, bring you back down. We've got cream in the jam now. Oh dear, we'll sort that out in a bit. So let's put some jam on it. I remember my granny was diabetic, and she used to have diabetic jam, but it was awful. She made jam as well though, because they got orchards and things, but I don't know if she ever cheated and ate it. Right, put that on. So there we go. That looks all right, doesn't it? Shall we taste it? Now, the one thing about it is, which way up does the jam and the cream go? I was going to say cheese then. Which way round? Is it the, bring you in focus, is it the cream at the bottom and the jam on top? Or is it the other way round? Doesn't really matter, does it? Because whichever way it is, you just flip it over. So let's bite into this. That is divine. By the way, I hope my doctor doesn't watch these. I'm in trouble. That is lovely. After these, I'm definitely not going to eat no more sweet stuff. That is absolutely lovely. Really lovely. I'm glad I made another batch. But I need to leave some plain anyway for Dean and Sean. But yeah, that's really nice. Oh, could have another bite. You definitely need to make them. They make lovely in there. Nice and quick, and oh, they taste lovely. Just shut my eyes and think about the seaside. So that's that. They've worked out really nice. I'm really pleased with them. So that's it for scone making today. We will do scones again next week, but I think I'll have to be what I was going to make next week as another experiment. But I might have to switch over what I make. And I don't know, because Lisa eats both. I'm not telling you that in case it goes wrong. I don't get the stuff or anything happens. So yeah, you'll find out next week if I've got the stuff and can do it, or if it works. But yeah, we'll all find out together whether it works or not. So that's that for now anyway. We'll come back with something tomorrow. I don't know. Normally Wednesdays I go shopping, but we're hoping to go window cleaning tomorrow. We were going to have gone yesterday, but it rained all day, and so it was just one of them days. It was Monday. But we're hoping to go tomorrow now, so I don't know what I'll film tomorrow, unless I do some shopping, because normally I go shopping. Might do some later in the day. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but we'll see if we can come back with a bit of something tomorrow. And we'll definitely be back before the week's out, because we'll be back doing some more air frying on Friday. So until I see you next, which hopefully is tomorrow, then take care. Bye.